This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Well, the West Coast Eagles are away to the Western Bulldogs this weekend, which is going to be a tough task. But before we get stuck into any kind of football, Street X have got a whole heap of garments out, and they were released and sold out within a second. But Jeremy McGovern's walked in here wearing a new jumper.
Yeah, I've got the Street X hoodie on. I'd say go get them, but if they're sold out, it's very hard to
the bomber jackets, they were going left, right and centre.
It's embroidered as well. It's not just a screen print.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Street X boys. Dan does a good job.
Wouldn't know, never been given anything.
So did everyone in the club get one, Gulf? How did it work?
No. Only a select few who were very lucky, like myself. I know Dan pretty well from Street X, so we did a photo shoot, I guess, as you'd say. Yes, I'm a model.
You are. Looking at you, of course you are.
Ugliest one he's ever had through his doors, but he gave us a couple of hoodies. They're sick. They're awesome.
Let's talk about modelling. How are you with being in front of the camera? You do so many, of the tough footy things. When
your promotion when you do
Eagles,
photo day.
But then also you're doing your fashion shoots.
I'm doing a favour. I'm not doing a fashion shoot. Put it that way.
Yeah. But how are you with modelling?
Terrible. That's the reason I'm on the radio.
Hey, just look to your right there, Gulf, and look at us three.
Yeah, I'm sure we can all relate.
Absolutely, Gulf.
Hey, David, we saw you rocking the North. Was it North Albany?
Yeah, North Albany.
Jumper during the week, because so the Eagles all to training wore their junior footy club jumpers. Cute.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Cute.
It was great. I didn't realise how bad mine was. I had no sponsors. Nothing. I was like,
it looked like your mum knitted it for you.
Yeah, which I sort of liked as well, because that's sort of what we grew up with. But it was awesome to throw it all back on. All the boys are pretty pumped.
It was amazing because the Western Bulldogs did exactly the same thing on that week. I know a lot of clubs do that as a throwback, Nate, just to get the guys wearing something different, bit of fun. They did it the same thing because Jason Johannison was wearing a Wilton jumper.
Yeah.
I saw him on the news, 6155.
Yeah, I think it's community round or something along those lines. I don't think it was just out of the box. I think it was sort of planned for a few AFL clubs. So, it was... Be great if we could do it every week. It was good fun.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's hard to get the right jumper that fits you, though.
Yeah.
From when you...
I couldn't... I was surprised mine fit me. So
that was your actual junior football jumper that you wore when you were a junior. And it still fits you.
Yeah.
I would love to get my primary school shirt.
Yeah.
And like in an adult size, North Kalgoorlie Primary School. We had the golden eagle. Our emblem was a gold nugget that looks like an eagle.
A gold nugget that looks like an eagle. What about an eagle?
And all of our factions were named after mines. So I was in Arroya, and there was Ivanhoe, Creases, and Imperial.
Arroya was yellow.
And they're all mines.
Arroya was yellow.
I was Arroya.
Were you faction captain of Arroya?
I think I was.
Strange enough, so was I.
Really?
Yeah.
What a
was this a primary school?
Primary school?
Yeah.
And then
North Kalgoorlie?
North Kalgoorlie?
Yeah, I went there as well. I was 100%.
What?
Yeah.
When?
When I was younger, obviously.
When it was in primary school.
Because I lived in Kalgoorlie for 4 years,
Oh, my God, so you know the rules. Had to tuck your shirt in, not allowed to run around the corners.
Yeah.
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 And
I think that's... everywhere.
I don't know. I'm very strict.
Did you used to go to Delhi across the road to get lollies?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
I went past it. It shut down.
Yeah, I know.
Shut down? How does a deli across the road from the school shut down? What were they doing?
Used to let you walk across the road and get lollies.
Yes.
Did they? During school hours?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
you're stealing stuff.
And then just sort of like just to the side of the assembly hall, that's where you would get your mum to organise it if she ever decided to drop off a little sneaky
Macca's or something
like KFC or something like that.
Oh, there you go. We got something in common now.
There you go. Wow, we've both been taught at the same school. No wonder we're successful.
Yeah, well, no wonder we're both here.
Look at us. We're just like hitting the top.
Yeah. That's where it starts. Get to North Kalgoorlie.
There should be really great. There should be big photos of us in there. I'm sure there is one.
There is one.
I'm a positive there'll be one of you.
You didn't get the message about that?
Were you head boy as well?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, that means something different for me.
Now, Gal, there was a lot of information coming out yesterday you would have seen on the news. Were you aware, because I wasn't, it was in 2004 when the Drug 5 the policy came in, that the doctors had the right to pull somebody out of a game if they were the chance of testing positive on game day to an illicit substance?
I know that the docs do that not for illicit substances. So Brady Hoff.
Yep.
Last year.
Oh yeah, that was a great idea.
Obviously, he didn't realise he had too much fentanyl.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I knew they could do that. I didn't know about the illicit stuff. So I've seen it, but I haven't read about anything that's gone on yet.
You're hilarious.
No, I
it's
swear
like
to
the
God.
biggest story of the AFL.
It was my day off yesterday, so I was doing more important things.
You're busy.
I get where the AFL are coming from because I've been watching them speak, and they're basically saying we don't want to put a player, in that circumstance, because it's also dangerous for them to play, but also we don't want it to affect them, afterwards. But then, so why even involve the other bigger body?
Oh, the bigger body's a separate thing.
Yes.
That's
they act independently. That's the thing.
And the bigger body, Nath, is to do with the drug cheating for performance enhancing stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
so we need a party drugs squad or something.
Yeah. There's definitely murky water, and there's a lot to do with the AFL in improving this, and they're doing that. So they're not doing that at the moment. They're reviewing it, and there will be changes going forward in the future. When you mentioned yesterday, I thought about it afterwards, Nath. You said when we were speaking about it that I got defensive, and probably Pav did too. I thought Pav explaining it well, but I definitely do. Maybe because the politics come in, and I hate when the politicians jump on something and they talk about it. But there's certainly room for big improvement in this space for sure.
But you've also got the pub test, basically, to me. Like it's
passed the nightclub test.
It's the lying about it, like the way they're like, oh, we fake an injury, and you go, that just like. From the outside, that just seems a bit weird that you're faking injuries to me.
Well, that's the individual.
That's the
I totally get it. And for the people who, we're not across all the different details, so that's hard to make a comment on.
Yeah.
And I totally understand what you're saying now, but at the same time, you've seen the coaches on; they know nothing about this, by the way.
Yeah.
So Nathan gets told by me that he can't perform today.
It's on the medical teams. The doctors. We're going to get Gov to hang
even
around.
Even the players. The players don't. No one knows.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
There'd be a lot of different circumstances.
I just think the hardest thing to do with it is remembering which leg to fake limp on.
Yes.
That's a really great point.
That's why it's much easier to say you've got a rib injury, Nathan. Isn't it, Gov?
Look, guilty. You've got me, guys. You've got me.
The Gov's still in the house.
We have.
Because he loves the new studio.
Yeah, he does.
I do. It's better now that
photo of you. No, we're going to put that on our socials, I think. People need to see how good a model you are.
Put it back on there, Sam.
Let's talk Easter. Pretty exciting stuff. What happens in your household with the egg situation? Because I know it can be contentious. How many eggs to buy the children?
Yeah, it is always a tough decision because it's fun finding them.
Yeah.
It's not fun them eating them. So whoever can create a healthy Easter egg.
It's called a Brussels sprout.
But what about this? Why don't you let them, as we do the Easter egg hunt, and the Easter bunnies laid all these eggs around the place, at some stage when they have to go to bed, you go and take those Easter eggs.
Oh, good luck.
A lot of them off.
They know.
Smash a window that's low and then paint the Easter bunny as a criminal and just go the Easter bunny broke back in and took our stuff.
That's what happens, and that's why I don't like it, because I eat them. I'll
they're going to go somewhere.
Yes. You feel bad throwing them all out, so you don't want to waste them.
So you're not here.
No, I'm not here. I'm not here, unfortunately, this
Eagles
weekend.
Are playing in Melbourne,
So, that's all up to Maddie. She's holding the fort.
We're a pretty religious show here, as you know. Good Friday. Will there be meat passing your lips?
Friday, there might be a chance of... there's a meat,
like a Whopper
there'll
or
be
something.
fish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll head to HJ's and grab a Whopper to really stick it up there.
Well, the burgers are better.
Yes, of course. Look, I'm going to make a conscious effort now that you guys have just brought that up.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to see you
doesn't even know why
at Marvel Stadium.
No.
If you're at Marvel Stadium and all of a sudden the good Lord strikes you down, we can't have that, mate.
Yeah, you're right.
You're a main part of the team.
You're dead right. Maybe that's why I've been getting injured.
It does.
There you go.
That's why.
Well,
yeah, it's interesting because we're not religious at all, our family, but I don't do it to fear the Lord. I do it to fear Marlene. My mum will not.
Well, she's higher than the Lord.
She will not allow that to happen.
Oh.
I remember at one time my brother and I went to Red Rooster in Kalgoorlie, right over the ref and came up.
Yep.
And we went there and we went and got a chicken roll combo, and we were sitting in those that grass verge in the middle, and we were just about to put the chicken roll in our mouth, and Mum, we heard her scream, the most visceral, guttural scream. Get that out of your mouth! She left the car in the street and got out and ran over us to hit us.
Oh, that'll scar you.
She's never been to church in her life.
She's never been to church.
But she has principle. She's a woman of principle.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
She doesn't know why she has the principle.
No, I'm not eating that this Friday.
Talking about fish, I am going to buy a box of fish fingers soon because I went, oh my God.
Because everyone's got a dream, Gus.
No, because I haven't had them for so long. And I went, oh my God, and it's like $40 for like $9.
Fish fingers, there's probably meat in them.
Are you sure me as a fish
Certainly
fingers
not
person?
fish.
Is that insulting?
No, I used to love fish fingers, yeah.
Yeah.
Until I
Do
had
you
real
give them
fish.
to your kids?
No, not fish fingers. No, we have real fish.
I
now.
honestly thought, $1 million.
I love going fishing.
Yeah,
I
$1 million
But, you know, he gets to go in Laker or
He's
something.
got a whale shark at the back of the freezer.
No, I like catching them myself.
From your luxury
And then
boat.
eating
Fish fingers.
Oh, yeah, I can just cut them into fingers, yes.
Do you go out with Lecker? Because every time I see...
No, Lucas, he didn't take any of the boys out. I actually did yesterday, took the retirees out, which was nice.
I thought Austin's going to take us in the boat.
He did. He never did.
No, I don't go out with Lecker. He doesn't get too many fish, so it's just a waste of time.
Is he a rubbish fisherman?
Nah, look, Lecker's good. Lecker knows what he's doing. I'm just staring him up.
Are you better than him? Be honest.
This is the thing. I don't think it's a better thing when you're a fisherman. No one really... Everyone understands the... Anyway, you could go out one day and just catch absolutely nothing and just be just as good as each other. So, but yeah, if you ask me, yes, way better.
Yeah.
Very diplomatic.
We haven't really talked about Sunday's match.
No, I actually wanted to make a comment on the Sunday's match. It was going to be difficult for the Eagles at this point in time, but a lot of people are stepping in, and I was at the game on the weekend. I hate the Bronx jeers towards Jack Darling, and this is the reason why. He's playing in a forward line at the moment where the ball's not going in there that much, and for some reason he's become the whipping boy. And I know he's made mistakes in the past, but he's also been a champion of the game.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to be remembered from West Coast fans, and just give him a bit of a break. If he's competing in the forward line, Gov, I'm sticking up for the great man here, he doesn't have any help. There's no Oscar Allen down there. There's no Josh Kennedy down there anymore, and he's the one-man show at this point in time for the big fella. I think you just got to cut him some slack.
Also, booing him's not going to make him play better.
No,
he's on your team.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. You don't like. I don't like him booing, whether it's on my team or other team. So yeah, like our fans are passionate. They've got their reasons, but like Shawnee said, I won't say a bad thing about JD. I've played with him since I was drafted. We drafted together. He's had an amazing career. He's done so much. So please, everyone, just don't forget that. That's all I'd say. Just don't forget about the contribution he's actually made to the footy club. And I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. That's completely up to our fans. But just remember what he's brought to our footy club, and it's a fair bit. He's contributed a hell of a lot to our footy club.
Video Easy said it best. Big hind, rewind.
There you go.
Point.
On that note, Gav, good luck for the weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Gav. Happy Easter
Powerful
as well.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Time to catch up with our good friend Jonathan Brown. Of course, the game tonight, the AFL game tonight between the Brisbane Lions and the Collingwood Pies. No team's won a game between them. Can you believe that, Brownie? Good morning.
Hello, Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Hello,
Did I win the prize?
Yes.
Did I win the Thirsty Camel prize?
You've got to do it like the camel.
Yes.
Yeah.
You must
Hello,
be going,
Nathan, Nat and Shaun. How do you do it like a camel? What's a camel
Harry,
sound
can
like?
we play
This is what he
Thirsty
sounds like.
Camel, Harry?
Hello, Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
All right, do
Can
it.
you do
It's for
that?
$2,000. It's $2,000, Brownie.
Okay. Hello, Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
I mean, not a terrible effort.
I thought you, out of all the voices, could go gravelier than that.
Yeah.
Oh, he can go gravelly, surely.
Listen
Well,
to
I thought
how
it's supposed to
deep
be
you
high
go.
and tweaky. Hello, Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Oh, hello.
Hey, you like that? Yeah, that's a bit sexy.
I just feel like in your body you don't have internal organs. It's just one big subwoofer.
Hey, Brownie, while we're on the
yes.
while we're on the talk of the Thirsty Camel there, I saw that the Carlton draft are bringing back their draft.
I know how
Yeah.
good it's.
Sean wants to know why you haven't been
there's some
drafted.
What's going on with you, Macca? So why haven't we reached out to you at all? Or are you just sort of on the reserve
I mean,
list?
his body is a crumbling, decrepit
Yeah,
heap.
I do a hamstring or a calf muscle in a heartbeat.
But that's what Bucks did, and he got drafted.
Yeah, well, your Bucks did last 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he tore his hamstring. He actually tore his tendon. So I'm not cutting in and out because my back... just let me replace the battery.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do you have double A's on hand? That's when you know what? That's when you're an adult. That's when you're an adult, when you've got batteries. They're ready to go and you go, oh, wait, there I need a double A or I need just like a triple A. And you go, no, I've got them in the drawer. Like when you've got spare batteries.
He's literally going off to...
So in our household, we've got a drawer with all the spare batteries, and those batteries are for Megan's lights. So when we, you know how she always takes lights when we go away, like party lights and all the lights.
Yeah. What are the batteries in your bedside drawer for?
Completely different. And
Also
I never get a
for
go.
the lights.
I can confirm I never get a go.
It doesn't light up, but God, it's noisy.
You'd have spare batteries, Nathan.
Yeah,
You'd have spare everything.
Yeah, spare batteries. I've got a battery drawer.
Is that better?
Yeah, you could
we're
have
just
Browny.
talking about being an adult, having it all together, Brownie, and having spare batteries ready to go like you just did. So congratulations.
I blame Lukey McHugh, our great Nova tech boss all around Australia. I blame him for not putting batteries in my home studio. So, but
I didn't know you worked for us anymore,
so back to the
Brownie.
current draft, Marco. We've got to reach out to you. So I don't know what's going on. We've got some big ones this year. We've got Trent Cotchin, Isaac Smith, Joey Montagne's just been announced, and I think Dill Buckley. I'm not sure how Dill Buckley got a mention, but and we've got a couple more to come. So plenty of fun, but we should take it on the road to WA.
Yeah, WA's where you need to play a game over
I
here.
mean, David Mundy could still play.
Well, he played last year.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He dominated. Dave Mundy went out and had about 40 touches for one of the country. It's only Victoria at the moment, but Dave Mundy was unbelievable. I think he might have been nearly the number one draft pick.
Yeah.
Well, look, Shaun probably won't be able to last 8 minutes, but we'll give you a solid 4.
Fury.
It's funny because you're talking about Bucks. We took a bus load of punters.
Yep.
And I'm not going to talk about the bus trip home because things got a little bit loose. But anyway, that's another story. It's fair to say there were some uncontrollable young men and a couple of young ladies on that bus for that matter. But we got to this place called Nilmadarnum, and it's out in the sticks towards sort of eastern Victoria. And I've turned up to Bucks. I went over to him in the warm-up, and he goes, mate, I'm in trouble. I've just torn my groin. This is in the warm-up.
Yes.
I said, you'll be right. You'll be right, mate. Just do it for the crowd. All the people, about 2,000 people have turned up. Just start out of the goal square, like the big hulking full forward, and you'll be fine. So he stood in the goal square for the first 7 minutes. Ball didn't come down. First opportunity, he leads out, bang. He's torn the tendon, the hamstring tendon.
So
gone.
needed surgery, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So, it doesn't all end that well. There might be a little bit of cash in it for you mercenaries, but it doesn't always end well, Macca.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now, I want to ask you, the other night you were talking about 2 metre Peter and whether it gets suspended, and you said that you're like, no, this is AFL's getting a bit beyond.
No.
Did you?
Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, fair call. You say what you said then on the couch.
I said, look, I know he'll get suspended. However, it is hard for these players to make a decision, especially when a player runs back on the flight of the ball. And I know I put myself in a few of those awkward situations, but if you're running towards the ball, Macca, and you've been in this situation as well, and all of a sudden a player decides to make a kamikaze attempt, all of a sudden the onus is on you to try and make the reactionary decision. And if you're a split second late, what are you naturally going to do? Naturally, you're going to protect yourself. You're going to brace. So whereas Harry Cunningham doesn't do that unbelievably courageous act, Peter Wright just takes the mark. He doesn't have to make a decision. And I think too often we judge these players in slow-mo. Now, I get the play, it's all about head knocks, and I feel like I have to put a disclaimer before we talk about head knocks these days. Concussions has become such a topic that it's a controversial topic and polarising that if you say the wrong thing, people just jump down your throat and call you irresponsible. But the fact is, these athletes have never been faster, never been stronger, never been more powerful. So these decisions are becoming less and less the amount of time they have to make. And and I know Peter Wright, he's not a malicious person. He hasn't got one malicious bone in his body. So we just need to understand that these guys are not thugs and deliberately going out to hurt players.
No doubt, and the AFL on their side of things are going, if we do not make a stance and suspend people for a period of time, like this instance for 4 weeks, then we're going to get our asses sued. That's what it comes down to.
This is all about, I said it last year, we have become a hostage to litigation. And that's what it is. And that's what the AFL has become, unfortunately. And I feel sorry for the current players, because they're the ones that had to keep changing with the times and changing with the rules that the AFL's putting in place to protect themselves. So there's never been a more difficult time to play football. Now, hey, I'm not doing the old, poor these AFL footballers. They get well remunerated, and it's a great job and a great privilege, but it's a challenge.
Well, now Wayne Carey's never watching football again.
Yeah.
We hear so.
I just find it strange.
Duck will have about 3 screens going on the weekend.
I've always found it strange.
Split screen on Kaya.
When you're supposed to, when they're in the air already.
Yeah.
And then they say, okay, now make a decision. It's like, well, I can't
and
fly.
surely the onus, there should be some onus of responsibility on the other player who cut in front and was going back with the flight of the ball.
Yeah.
They're making a choice as well.
Yeah.
And if you put yourself in
there is
danger,
no onus.
Yeah,
That's
there's
right.
not.
You're
Yeah,
right,
if they're
mate.
putting themselves in danger, that has to be factored in, even if the result is a concussion. They're partly responsible for it. They have to be,
Well, they
there'll
are.
be situations where
that's
they
a
are.
great point, and that's where I don't think it should be. It should be 4 weeks. Maybe it should be 2 weeks. Because that has to be taken into account.
Yeah.
A bit like it's like a plane. Eventually a plane, when they go to take off, they get to past the point of no return. Don't they?
Yes.
Where even if an engine's fallen off the wing, they've still got to have a crack at taking off.
Yeah.
So, Browny, this game tonight is going to be an absolute belter because two teams who everybody expected to play off in the grand final again, and Brisbane was the team that most people selected to go, they can win it this year, are in all sorts of trouble.
Whoever loses, this is the season's shot pretty much, don't you reckon?
Who had Brisbane Collingwood as their grand finalists this year again? Plenty of people.
Yeah.
I had Brisbane as my premiership fan. Now I'm a Brisbane fan, but looking as a football pundit, which I am with Fox. I love saying that word, pundit.
Pundit, it's a good one.
And pundit. Has it got a T on the end, or is it an
Nat would know.
Pundit. Yeah, pundit.
Pundit. Okay. So, thanks for clarifying that.
I'm here to help.
But it's a huge game. So the loser tonight of the two previous grand finalists are going to be winless, which is unbelievable. And Brisbane have had an unbelievable run. For the last 5 years, they've been the least injured team in the comp, and the second best least injured team in the comp has lost twice as many games through injury. So that's unbelievable injury management.
Yeah,
but
it is.
You know what? There's a fair bit of good luck gone into that as well. And now the luck's just sort of changing for the Lions, and they've got injury problems. Although Lockie Neal's back, the great former Fremantle champion, of course, our Brisbane Lions champ now.
Nath?
What are you wearing? Is that a towel that's a hoodie?
It's a hoodie towel, is it?
Yeah.
So I've had my wife. I just had a coffee with my wife. I've been to the beach. I've been to the gym, had a swim this morning. I've come home and I've got a hooded towel. I wore this for you, Nath.
It's nice.
I sat down to have a coffee with my wife, and sort of the low outdoor setting. Because it's a beautiful day here on the Gold Coast.
Of course, yeah.
And Kylie said to me, as she's looking straight at me, she goes, "Are you having a Sharon Stone moment?" As I uncrossed my legs.
Without the gardening.
Hey, Brownie,
breakfast
that's an
sausage
image
in
we
the
didn't
Very
need.
impressed.
Hey, Brownie, I'm wondering, because you've been up there for a little while now up at the Gold Coast living, is it a key to a good relationship, the fact that you leave and go away for a few days each week, so you come back? I know you get the kids thrust upon you, but in terms of having a relationship, it's like it's brand new all the time.
It's fantastic. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's what I say to Overall. I go to Melbourne for 3 or 4 days. I work really hard when I'm down there, though. I tell my wife, Kylie.
Yeah.
But it is nice just to have a little freshen up, Mac. I think everyone needs a little freshen up once a week. Especially when your kids are 14 and 11 and 9.
Yeah. And then get home, relax, and towel cock it around your wife.
Yes, exactly. Love your work, Brownie. Thanks, buddy.
We've got to get going.
Put some pants on.
Yep.
Sean, you've got a giveaway.
Oh, yes, we have. Brownie, you'd be interested in
All
this
the best.
because you're a West Australian. You're over here for some time.
Yep, we claim you.
West Aussie.
The WAFL begins actually today. The Waffle Family Experience to any match this season, plus food and drinks valued at $150. You can get up close and personal with the Waffle Wonderland. Tickets at wafl.com.au. We're going to give them to caller 5 right now, 13 24 10.
And play us out now, Brownie, with the helicopter. Stand up, get on.
I'm just going to do some manscaping.
Oh, no, the helicopter's hit the jungle.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.